plan anyway. Find a good seat. Sit up straight. Press your hands down, lengthen up through your side waist and side chest. Then, with your hands behind you, bend your elbows. And when you bend your elbows and move them towards each other, you feel your shoulder blades go into your back. Keep that as you rest your hands on your thighs and close your eyes. Descend your thighs. With equal and even weight, your two sitting bones lengthen up through the front of your body. Move your elbows slightly closer to each other, and you'll feel the re-engagement of the shoulder blades. Soften your neck and throat. Release your jaw. Rest your tongue into the base of your mouth. Take slow, even breaths. And then gently open your eyes. Stretch your legs out. And then sit in Virasana. So knees together, feet apart. Press down on your thighs. See if that helps. All right, take your hands on your waist. Now take your elbows back. Then keep this lift in your chest, interlock your fingers, turn your palms out, lift your arms up. So as you descend your thighs and lift your arms up, you should get longer and longer in your spine. Bring your elbows in as much as possible. And bring your hands back in and down, interlock them behind. And then take your elbows back. And then straighten your arms. Bring your hands to the front again. Change the interlock of your fingers. Turn your palms out. Lift your arms up. Descend your thighs, lift your wrist higher. Get longer and longer. Bring your hands back down. Interlock them behind with the other finger on top. Roll your shoulders back, press your knuckles into your sacrum, take your elbows back, lift your chest. Then keep that as you extend your arms. Release your hands, rotate your shoulders. Come over to your hands and knees. Getting ready for downward facing dog. Spread your palms. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high. Press your thighs back. As you press your thighs back, move your chest towards your thighs. Relax your neck. Extend your heels away from you. They may come to the floor, they may not. Susan, come down and put your hands a little closer together. I want to see what that looks like. Yes. Okay. As far as your shoulders and your elbows go, it looks about the same. So that's closer to the pose. So do it that way. All right, bend your knees, come down. Then for the next one, so we're going to do a lot of this bent elbow stuff today. So you'll come up and bend your elbows and then bring your elbows to the floor. So I'm moving my elbows from out to the sides towards the floor. And then I'm going to keep that movement, what this does in my shoulders, and then just straighten my arms. All right? So come to your hands and knees. Lift your hips up. Straighten your legs. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Now, bend your elbows to the side. And then move your elbows towards the floor. And then keep that rotation in the arms and straighten your arms. Yeah. All right. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Place your hands on your hips, elbows to the ceiling. Inhale, lift up. All right. So stand with your feet hip width apart. Place your hands on your hips. Move your elbows back and lift your chest. Ah, I forgot something. So even if you're flexible, have a couple bricks in front of you. And then meet me back here. All right, hands on your hips. Roll your shoulders back, take your elbows back. Lift your chest. Then keep this lift in your chest. Elbows back, bend forward halfway. All right. Then keep this lift in your chest and just bring your hands to the blocks. You may need to move the blocks depending on how far forward they are. So when you do Ardha Uttanasana, which is what this is, you should feel the thoracic spine coming in. So whether or not your elbows are pointing to the ceiling or on the bricks, the chest doesn't move. Then if you can keep this movement of the spine and the chest, and you just want to stretch your legs more, or get more stretch out of your legs, then you can move the bricks. But the chest and shoulder blades should just still be coming in. And then bring your hands back to your hips, elbows to the ceiling. Buttocks toward your heels. Inhale, come all the way up. All right. What were we going to do? Right. Okay. We did this last week. We're going to do it again. Step back. All right. Take your arms out to the side, or we did something like this. Turn your palms up. Keep your arms straight as you lift them up. Then, keeping them straight, if you can keep them straight, bring them closer and closer together. So you're pulling in from the tricep to bring your hands closer together. And slowly release them down. All right. Now take them palm to palm like this. Press the palms towards each other. Oh, okay, let's come down here. Press the palms towards each other and lift the arms up. Now there may be a time when your elbows have to bend for your head, but otherwise don't let your elbows bend. There we go. We can't see the difference between Marcia and the tree. Oh, there you go. I guess the rest of you can't see Marcia, you can just see me. All right. Bring your hands down. Change the palms. Press your hands towards each other. And lift your arms up. So by pressing into something, you're able to straighten the arms better. All right, release the arms. Take them out to the side, palms up, and lift them up and see if they come any closer together, or you get an idea of where you would want them to be anyway. Release your arms, rotate your shoulders. Okay, so that's the arms that are in Vrikshasana. And I would say 90 to 95% of the time I practice a balance pose. So therefore, I put one in almost every class. All right, turn your right leg out, lift your right leg up. So lift it up to the point where you can balance. And take the arms out to the sides, palms up, and bring the arms up. So as you press down through the left foot, extend up through both arms so you're able to suck the left hip in. Then bring the arms down. Release the right foot. Turn the left leg out. Lift your left leg up. Find your balance first. Take your arms out to the sides. Palms up. Lift your arms up. And whether your arms meet or not, the movement is the same. You're trying to lift higher and higher and bring the arms closer and closer together. Now release your arms, release your leg. All right, we're going to do Adho Svanasana split. So, or you could call it standing splits too. Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana. So, coming into Uttanasana, extend my chest forward, and lift the leg up. So this one. So be a few feet away from the wall. And you can use bricks. Stand on both legs. Lift your right leg up. Straighten your right leg. Straighten your right leg by pressing through your heel and lifting your thigh towards the ceiling. At the same time, descend your right hip. If you want more in the top leg, you get closer to the wall. But it's important to keep the top leg straight. More so than the bottom leg today. Lower your right leg and take a breath. Then lift your left leg up. Extend your left heel up. Lift your back thigh more and more. Descend your left hip. If you need to bend the bottom leg, that's all right. But so keep your focus on the top leg. So what do you have to do with the top leg to keep it straight? It's actually easier if you're not on blocks. This is easier for me to straighten the top leg than this. Then lower that leg down. Take a breath. Place your hands on your hips, elbows to the ceiling, inhale, come up. I'm going to turn my mat. If I had any kind of I don't know, learning ability. I would always have 2 mats. I always forget. All right. So Virabhadrasana number 1. Take your arms and legs wide. And then place your hands on your hips. Move your elbows back to lift your chest. Keep this lift. Rotate to the right. All right. Now press down through your left heel to straighten your left leg. Take your elbows back to keep your chest lifted. Then bend your right leg. So as you bend your right leg, you have to focus on your left leg. At the same time, elbows back, chest lifted, look straight forward or slightly up. Yeah, we're going to go to the full pose, but it'll be a minute. Now straighten your right leg. Turn your toes to the front, keeping your hands on your hips. Turn to the left. Turn your left leg all the way out. Turn your right leg in. Now press through the right heel to straighten your right leg as you bend your left leg. Elbows back, chest lifted. Keep on lifting the right thigh as you bend down lower and lower. I'm just going to take a look. Good. Looks really good, Kathy. And everyone. Look slightly forward. We're going to the full pose. Wait for it. All right, straighten your front leg. Turn your feet to the front. And then notice how your elbows kind of create forward. Take them back again. All right. A few of you wanted to lift your arms. It's funny how we get kind of caught up in that. Take your arms to the side. There you go. Turn your palms up. Lift your arms up. Press down with your heels to lift up higher with your hands. And see if you can bring any movement of the chest. It's much harder here than it is with the hands on the waist. This is a lot easier to lift the chest than this. But try it anyway. Turn to your right. Press through your left heel as you bend your right leg. Keep your left leg straight as you bend your right leg more and more. So you'll feel the back leg is the top leg of the pose we did previously, the standing split. So one of the reasons I said you could bend the bottom leg. All right, if you have your balance, you can look up at your hand. You'll be able to press your hands towards each other even more. And look forward. Straighten your right leg. Turn to the center. You can keep your arms over your head. Turn to your left. Press through your right heel, bend your left leg. Keep your focus on your left leg. This is a frequent thing that I get corrected on, is my left leg likes, or my back leg likes to bend in this pose. So if you're pressing through my right heel, or in your case, your right heel, keep that leg straight. And then if you have your balance and you're comfortable with it, you can look straight up at your hand. Look forward, Straighten the front leg. Turn your toes to the front. Oh, I know, now the arms want to come down. Bring your hands and legs back together. All right. Take your feet a little wider than hip width apart. Fold forward, grab hold of the opposite elbow. Go. All right, place your hands on your hips, come all the way back up. So I got my little poster out for today's class. Rear Vajrasana 1. One of the things I was noticing just now was that his hands and his hips are in one line. I mean, his buttocks here, there's quite an angle here, but he's still able to keep, he's not doing a back bend like he could. I mean, he could bring his hands back here probably, but this is straight up and down. Sorry, I was getting too much light there, but so this was what I decided to work on today, because I got this picture up, standing up here so I can know where we're going. So that was a little rest. One more time. From Tadasana, take your arms and legs wide. Now that in the book, it's taught with the arms up first. Turn your palms up, lift them up. Turn to your right. Bend your right leg. And see if you can get your right leg to 90 degrees. But at the same time, stretch your left leg back. Extend your arms higher and higher up so you're not sinking in your waist. Then bring your hands together and look up. Look forward. Straighten your right leg. Turn to the center. Turn to your left. Bend your left leg. Bend your left leg more, but lift your arms higher and higher. You can look up and bring your hands a little closer together. And then look forward, straighten your front leg, turn your hands to the front, or turn yourself to the front. Release your, bring your arms and legs together. Back to Tadasana. Okay. Prasarana Padottanasana. Take your legs wide. Bring your hands to your hips. Take your elbows back. Lift your chest. So as you press down on your hips, you can lengthen up more and more. Keep your elbows coming back. Bend forward. This stage is in light on yoga, by the way. And then bring your fingertips to the floor. Look forward. So this is just a movement of the arms, right? If we had some dumbbells, we could be doing, that's actually what that looked like. Anyway, I have to entertain myself. This is so weird being by myself. All right. Okay, then scrape your hands back, move your chest more and more forward, keeping this concave spine. See how far you can walk your hands back with a concave spine. And then as you slowly lower your head towards the floor, the spine does become convex. Then keep your hands where they are, extend your chest forward. Walk your hands forward, extend your chest even further. Then you can come up onto your fingertips if you need to. And then bring your hands back on your hips, elbows to the ceiling. Inhale, come all the way up. Step your feet back together. All right. If you have a block, you're going to take a block between your hands like this. And why not? And get a belt and place it around your elbows. The belt is about shoulder width. Then place the block between your hands and elbows on the floor. There we go. Maybe like that. So my thumbs are on one side of the block, my index fingers are on the other. I just turn so that you can see. And then tuck your toes underneath, lift your hips up. Push your forearms into the floor and move your shoulders away from the block. Bob, I think you could use a block and a half. Your shoulders are wider than a block, so, or a block and a, yeah, and a little, yes. That's better. All right, come down. Rest for a moment. And now you're going to do the one leg up. So this is the same position. I walk in and lift the leg up. All right. So assume the position. Press your forearms into the floor. Rotate your upper arms out. Tuck your toes underneath and lift your hips. Now press your forearms into the floor and forward to move your chest towards your thighs. Look forward towards the block. And then lift your right leg up. So as you lift your right leg up, don't let your shoulders come forward. Roll your right thigh in. And then lower your right leg down. Lift your left leg up. Roll your left thigh in. Press your forearms into the floor to push yourself back. And then lower your left leg down. Bend your knees and come down and rest in child's pose. All right. Come back up. So that was the practice round. So the next time you can come up, walk in, lift one leg up, and then swing and kick the pinch of my left. I swing and kick. So this is the swing or spring. All right. You don't have to kick up. You may not want to. But lift that top leg as high as possible. Look towards the block as you go up. You don't have to do it multiple times like I did. You can just go up and stay up if you wish. There we go. Yeah, when we don't practice these, they go away. Yes, buttocks up, Karen. Yeah, a little too much of a back bend there. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel with Ustrasana. It's like, people are like, take your belly in. I'm like, this is in. What are you talking about? Okay, rest.
Mary.
Yes.
If I my leg out, I'm getting cramps here.
In your quads, really?
Maybe they're weak. Maybe the quadriceps are weak.
Maybe the hamstrings aren't working. If you got so the stretch is in the quads for sure.
Yeah. I'm getting
Cramps tend to happen where you're working rather than where you're stretching.
Okay.
But yeah, so do you remember? Now this won't work for everybody because like it won't work on Bob's floor, it won't work on anyone's floor that has carpet. But do you remember?
Yeah, we remember. I remember. Yeah.
This? Way back.
Okay, I try home practice. Okay.
Yeah. Or the other way you can work on it. Is this. So I'm really trying to push down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's getting a little bit in the hamstrings. So, but the other way is this next pose, Savasana. So lie on your belly. Everyone, bring your hands by your sides. Activate your quadriceps, so lift your knees. And then lift your legs. Off the floor. So this is your hamstrings working. Lower your legs down. Reset so that your legs, when they lift up, they tend to roll out. So you have to reset. Lift your quadriceps, lift your legs, lift your chest. Bring your hands to your hips, elbows back. An unusual Savasana. Lower back down. All right. Just because I really want you to feel that hamstring work, bend your knees. So your feet face the ceiling. All right. Now, lifting your legs here is very challenging, but you can at least make them lighter. So lift your legs off the ground, bring your hands to your hips, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. And come down. So you can give me a thumbs up if you felt your hamstrings. Yes, or leg up, that works too. All right. You may have not felt your hamstrings. It's not a stretch, it's a strengthening builder. But anyway, so what the hamstrings do is they bend the leg. But they bend the leg and they also lift it by contracting here, and the hamstring moves toward the buttock and they lift it up. So this is like a double whammy. Okay, Cobra pose. Bring your hand, or Bhujangasana, bring your hands by your hip, what are these? Ribs. Okay, remember that elbows back action. Press your legs into the floor. Move your buttocks towards your hamstrings, and your hamstrings toward your buttocks, and curl up. Keep your elbows bent. As your elbows bend, you can bring your shoulder blades more and more into your back. Look forward. Now the final pose is looking up. But we'll just look forward for today. And then lower back down. Reset. Now Cobra has the legs together, but if that's too hard on your back, have your legs apart. Activate your quadriceps. Activate your hamstrings. Roll your shoulders back. Press your shoulder blades into your back. And then press with your hands, curl up. Keep your elbows bent. And then come back down. All right, upward facing dog. So we're gonna do all the little belly down back bends. They're much harder in some ways than the belly up back bends. Or may not do all of them. But. So I'm gonna use bricks because I have short arms. So place your hands a little bit further back. And take your feet hip width apart. But otherwise, the setup is the same. So lift your quadriceps, activate your hamstrings, roll your shoulders back. Take your elbows towards each other. Keep pressing your feet into the floor. Press your arms into the floor and lift up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. This time your arms are straight and your legs are coming off the floor. If you're Urdhva Mukha, yes. Yes. All right, come down. I'm gonna watch again to see everyone. So this is Urdhva Mukha, your arms will straighten all the way. Your legs will come off the floor. If your legs didn't come off the floor, try using blocks. All right, try to move your blocks much further back. Yes, and lower, are they on the lowest? Okay, it's hard. The picture is this big. All right, all right, yeah, that's it. Okay, so bring your hands back by your waist. Feet hip width apart. Press your legs into the floor. And then keep your legs straight as you straighten your arms. Yes. Now roll your shoulders back. Yes, that's it. See that? Yes. That's good, Doug. All right. Good. All right. Come down. That's much better, Karen. Okay. Maybe you were confused because I didn't really announce the pose first. It's my fault. Okay. Dhanurasana. So we kind of did a Dhanurasana a little while ago when we had the legs bent and the hands here at the waist. So first do this Shalabhasana that's very challenging, and then see if we can reach back and grab the feet. All right, so legs hip width apart, knees bent, hands on your waist, elbows back. And then with great vigor. Lift your chest, lift your legs, take your elbows further back, and then extend your arms back and see if you can grab your feet. Now that will have a lot to do with the flexibility of your quadriceps. So if you can't grab them both at the same time, grab them one at a time and lift up. That's it. Come down, rest. Or not.
Mary, I have a question on that one. Where on the stomach is the weight of the body? On the belly button, lower down?
I actually have a big picture of Dhanurasana too. It is on the hips. So if you
It's
take
on
the
the-
and fold it like this. So one fold from shoulder stem, and you place it. So my blanket, my belly button is just above or just on the edge of the
Okay.
like this. So you can try this. So it's nice on the hips. So if you're somebody, not me, who has bony hips and they push into the floor, this is nice for that. Now I have a very tall pelvis for somebody that's only 5'3". So you may have a little bit of belly button on there, you may not, but you want to be able to lift off the floor. So once you get your legs, you have to kick back to lift up. And then you'll feel a little better what's on the floor and what's not.
Actually, for me, since I have a very short pelvis,
Mm-hmm.
I was better off bringing my hips back further on the blanket and have the belly button on the blanket. And
Yeah.
then my hips sunk down more like here.
Yeah, it's the pelvis that's on the floor.
Okay. Because I have a tendency to rock more toward the front,
Yeah.
even pulling the legs back. This worked very well. Thank you.
Sure. For other people, sometimes it's hard to get up in that pose. All right, come to kneeling. This is a pose I mentioned before, briefly, about Mary, bring your belly in. So, actually from no less a teacher than Patricia Walden. And it's funny because it's one of my favorite poses. I love Ustrasana. I could be there all day. And that's the one I get picked on. So obviously I love it the wrong way. Okay, so come to kneeling, and you can have bricks for your hands so that you don't have to. So either with a brick next to your heel, a blanket, a bolster over your heels, or just using your heels. So bring your hands to your hips, kneeling. Press your, well, these are 4 feet. Let's see, press your shins into the floor and take your elbows back. And as you take your elbows back, press your hips down and lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Then keep this movement as you lean back and bring your hands down. So the chest doesn't change. It's still the hands to the hips, elbows back, chest, yeah. But you can have your hands resting on something. And whether or not you take your neck back is up to you. Yeah. And then press through your shins, come back up. Sit back down on your heels, take a breath. All right, one more time. Now this time, if you want to make it a little more challenging for yourself, you walk your hands, you keep the elbows bent, but you walk your hands down. So they started up here on my hips, and then they were on my buttocks, top of the hamstring, middle hamstring, and then I run on an arm to heel. So this doesn't change. All right. So come up to kneeling. Press your shins down, take your elbows back. Inhale with your exhalation. Lift your chest more and more, and then maybe walk your hands down. Maybe not. Good time to have big calves. And then finally, take your head back. Then press into your shins, come back up. And sit back on your heels. All right. So, there's some options here at this point. So I know not everyone has a chair. But if you have a chair, then, and it doesn't matter what kind of chair you have, although the wider is better, you can put the chair next to the wall like this. Now the blanket, it keeps the chair from moving and it protects your wall. So, all right. So everyone that I can see looks like they have a chair. So if you didn't have a chair and you just had a couch or something, then you could continue working like this. You can bend the elbows, look up. All right. Otherwise, you're going to sit in front of the chair with your knees bent and reach back for the top of the chair. You may need to lift your hips to reach the top of the chair. So if you can't sit back down because of your shoulders, sit on the block. Elbows in. Okay. And if you want to watch, you can watch. A lot of you have done this before. So I lift up so that my shoulders are on the chair seat, and I'm pressing my heels into the floor to lift my hips up. And I'm going to press downward and toward the wall on the chair as I press my heels into the floor and come up onto the top of my head. And then possibly straighten my arms. And back down to my head, and back down to the floor. So try that. Reach back. Grab towards the top of the chair. The top of the chair is easier than towards the bottom. Then press your heels into the floor, and everyone can do this. Just shoulders on the floor, heels pressing in, working those hamstrings. And then I press downward and towards the wall, come up onto my head. And it helps to have one of these metal chairs because you can slide on them. And then I press more into the chair and more into my heels and lift up. Then you can come back down. Now, if that was doable, and you want to go for more, then you take your hands lower down. So that when you come up, the angle is more, you can probably hear the change in my voice. So try it one more time. You don't have to go all the way up. You can slide on the top of your head. You can just lift your hip. You can not just lift your hips, you can lift your hips. Press your feet into the floor, see if one leg's turning out. And come all the way up. And then come back down. All right. So that was fun, right? Yes. The answer is yes, that was fun. So, if that was fun, then what's even more fun is getting closer to the pose. You put a couple blocks. This is one of the times when it's really nice to have a baseboard. Put a couple blocks at the wall. I think you can see how they're tilted. And then you rest your head in between the blocks. So another thing you can do if you have wrist pain is to turn your, I didn't mention this in the last pose because you had to hold on to the sides of the chair, but for here, you can turn your fingers outward like this. So rather than this, they're to the side. All right, so this is also in stages if you wish. I like to go ahead and just push all the way up, but you can lift your hips and just press into the blocks. And that's good. That's still the work of the pose. I'll bring my shoulders closer and closer to each other, lift my hips higher. This is a lot like bridge. Okay, so I should have mentioned this before, Marsha, you're not coming onto the top of your head. I assume that you're definitely not coming into the top of your head for this one. So you can either push all the way up or just stay here, keeping the hips a little low for Marsha, so the angle's not so great. Not so intense, I should say, not great. All right, but otherwise, lift your hips as high as possible, press your hands down, and come all the way up. So, feet parallel to each other. Turn your toes in, yeah. I'm watching.
I'm sorry, Mary, would you mind showing me the hands position again? Thank you.
Sure. So this is the regular position, and this is the easier on the wrist position. All right, so we can try it again. Lift your hips. There we go. Lift your hips, press your hands down, possibly coming on the top of your head. That will help some of you, won't help others. And come up. Yes. Toes in, Sopo. All right. So these are done in threes for some reason. I'm not sure why. So you could either do two like that and one without blocks, or you could do three with blocks, or you could just call it a day. Up to you. So figure out what works for you. Try it a couple times. Don't give up right away. All right. And then since we have these blocks at the wall, you're going to turn them 90 degrees so that they're long way. Now, actually, this would be harder on the wrist for some of you. So place the blocks flat like this, and come into downward dog. If that's too much, you could always put your hands on the chair. And come into downward dog. Yeah. That was a good adjustment, Suzette. I'd like the forearms a little higher. Or you would like the forearms a little higher. Whoa. All right there, Doug. I think your chair got away from you. All right, bend your knees, come into child's pose. Hey, Doug. I'm showing you not muted, but I can't hear you. No, I still can't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like, with the computer or not. No, you can always send me a message, even though I'm gonna. All right, so now you're gonna place your hips on the wall. Take your feet sticking out width apart. Pull forward, and then you can extend your arm out to the side. I guess it would be easier like this. This is not, there we go. And then like this, but with your hips against the wall. So switch from side to side. Have your feet a foot or two away from the wall. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Doug. All right, place your hands, when you finish scoring both sides, place your hands on your hips and lift yourself back up. Then come into child's pose. And you'll do the same thing. You can go over to the side, back to the center, and over to the other side. So as you go over to the side, really stretch the arm away to get space in that side of the torso. When you finish both sides, come up to sit it in Dandasana. Sit on a blanket if you need to. And reach underneath your left leg. Roll your left thigh back. Bring your heel in for Jani Shirshasana. And then turn towards your right leg. Take your left hand on the outside of your right leg and turn more. Then bring one hand either side of the leg. Lift your chest. So concave position first, like we've been working on today. And then pull yourself forward and fold over the front leg, whatever that fold means to you. Lift yourself back up. Lift your left knee, straighten it out. Bend your right leg, roll it back. Bring the heel in close. Turn to the left. One side, one hand, either side of your left leg, lift your chest, concave spine, and then walk your hands forward. Coming out over your left leg. Inhale, come back up. Lift that knee up, extend it out. Rest both thighs down, lift your chest. Bring your hands to your shins, lift your chest, and come over both legs, Paschimottanasana. Press your thighs into the floor. Inhale, come back up. Lie back for Shavasana. So I'm gonna put my socks on, cold in here. So if you have any tightness still going on in your lower back, you can take your feet to the sides of the sticky mat and bring your knees together and push your heels down into the sticky mat, pushing yourself towards your head, and you'll feel a nice length come to the lower spine. Then you can have Shavasana there. And eventually release the grip of or release the pressure of the heels into the ground. Otherwise, straighten your legs. Everyone roll your shoulders under. Press the weight of your body into the floor. Soften your neck and throat. Release your jaw. Rest your tongue into the base of your mouth. And use the next few moments to focus on your breath. Deepen your breath. Bend your knees. Support your head as you roll to your side. Roll a little further to your side and use your arms to lift yourself back up to sitting. Take your arms wide, lift your chest. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Think of something you're grateful for. Namaste.